please value your life, because God didn't put you here to do anything that would harm your physical body, because if you couldn't have that beautiful opening to express that music, you'd feel like you were in a prison.
I actually really appreciate that information. It really hits me pretty deep.
You're going to do fine if you value your life and realize that you are. I have chills on my body so intensely right now. It's a different kind of chill. It's a chill for you. And it could make me very emotional, so I really have to back off from my emotions. But, you know, in the future, if everybody looks at your face, okay, and remembers your name, we could all say, we knew him.
That's all I want, basically.
Be true to yourself and honor yourself. And
Thank you.
watch the people that you attract into your life. Like mind. Like minds. People that believe.
Like, yeah, I'm
To
actually
inspire.
I'm going through like this transitionary period of getting out of the house and moving out on my own, and there's
Yeah.
actually a lot of people in that whole general area that have been dragging me pretty much downhill. So it's like I just basically cut them off. So I'm ready to just like travel, and I want to go
It's time for you to
apparently north.
get out of Dodge and spend some time on the road, work some jobs, making a little money, moving around, and taking some books that'll expand your spiritual understanding and awareness. You're pretty psychic. Do you know that?
Yeah, I have a lot of really strange experiences all the time.
What would be very helpful also is for you to study shamanism and work with stones.
Okay.
Minerals talk to you.
Yeah, I have a large crystal collection. So does my mom.
So you would take some of these on the road with you. Don't take any generators or it'll screw up your stereo and that sort of thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
A generator?
yeah, like a little power generator.
Keeps things small, and you will also be communicating with the nature spirits, and you'll be finding some incredible stones and wood and sort of artistic things you want to do something with, and you'll be every one of them is a memory for you.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Really enjoyed that.
Badeish, we've had some really good questions here, but I think we're running short of time. So I want to ask a general question because I think one of our members wanted to ask this. What do you see for us coming up in the future? And as I come back to the stage, maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Make it positive if you can.
Well, you're talking about 2012.
Or sooner.
Yeah. Actually, we are already in a shift that happened the last 48 hours with a new moon, and we are going to be the feeling is going to be accelerating, where time is going to move a lot faster, and you're going to feel like you need more rest, and you're going to feel like you're hurried when you're not, and you'll be antsy. And the intensity of the eclipses that are going to be happening on July 7th is a lunar eclipse, and then there's one on July 21st and 22nd, which is a solar eclipse with a super blue moon. So it's really going to be much, much more of an emotional kind of ride. But if you stay very grounded, you're eating a live food that's helping your body process energetically, there could be miracles that happen in people's lives. It also is going to tip into things on the news that are going to be shocking. There'll be some earth changes.
Oh, you don't mean like earthquakes and?
Well, there could be. I don't feel like we're going to have it in our area, but I really believe that it could be possibly down in Southern California. And also, we could hear about some things that are going on in the Pacific. So I think technology is going to be released in July that has been bottlenecked over the last several years. And so all of a sudden, we're going to be hearing about all kinds of things that are new. And I would tell you that some of them are terrific, especially in for medicine, that type of thing. But there's going to be some that's designed to sound good, but also designed to take a bit more of our freedom away. So we have to really pay attention and take a stand in our individual lives as to what we value and what we believe in. And what we believe in is really going to be changing.
You know, I was listening to some of the advice you gave our audience members, and I
Yeah.
think it really helps to go to someone who has the ability to, because sometimes you have all these options and you just need a confirmation or somebody who can see a little further into the future. But the bottom line is, once you give that information, that person has to empower themselves. I mean, you
Yes.
know, and I think some of the people know, like we have a musician, we have another young man who probably has a passion for something other than that he's doing, and I think intuitively they all know that. And so in order to empower themselves, they have to, I would say, this is from a person who's not a psychic or, you know, doesn't have your abilities, but just from my intuition, I'd say they have to have self-esteem, trust themselves, and realize that they're spirit, and that they came here for a reason.
Exactly. And when you practice what would love do, and you're not the sacrifice any longer, that you value your life, you accept yourself with a self-respect and a self-acceptance and a self-respect, then when you're making decisions and doing what love would do, and you're not the sacrifice, you can simply say, no, that wouldn't be appropriate for me.
Right. You don't help anybody. I feel that you don't help anybody when you're the sacrifice.
Well, not only that, it builds, if you're doing something you don't want to do, I don't care what the reason is, you're building anger and resentment.
Right.
And I see a lot of people that have fields that have a tremendous amount of rage and anger, but how it shows up is in the lower quadrant of their body, and they're having digestive problems, they're having elimination problems, and their physical body actually shows where the distortions are, because the body talks to us. But if they're not listening, what happens is it just continues to act out physically without listening to what's going on emotionally. You know, you are setting yourself up for illness.
And I know you and I are very interested in illness and how it manifests. I know that'll probably be one of our future shows.
Yeah.
And before we end this show, I think we just have a few minutes. Do you have any workshops coming up? I know you do them.
Actually, I'm kind of taking
A little break here.
yeah, I'm taking some time off because I am writing, revamping my website. I'm really realigning with what's going to be fun for me to do with everything that I've been learning so far, because there's been a whole new thing that's happened to me over the last 3 months. That's
Exciting?
It's ability.
Oh.
How do I want to demonstrate this, and what would be a method of it going out and being accepted as something that could be appreciated, respected, and felt, that would change people's lives.
Yeah.
So I just want it to be a joyful demonstration, and it is very powerful in its demonstration. I just need to I'm finding the guidance in what it is that I'm going to do with it.
And you do that, and I would say that's the best thing anybody can do in what they're doing in their lives.
I'm taking a break.
Taking a break. But you do have a website, so
Yes.
we want the audience to know that if they want to get a hold of you, you might not be doing workshops, but you're available for consultations.
Yes.
And you're available on the
Phone
phone.
sessions.
Phone
Yeah.
sessions, everything. I don't know. We need some time for credits, so I don't know if I should wrap up right now. And I've had such a good time with you.
Wrap up,
You have to
Pauline.
come and be a guest again. You're very easy to interview, and you have some great answers. And I had fun with the studio audience too.
Well, you know, we have a great show planned for July. We have a panel of, there's going to be Lori McQuarrie, the psychic.
Who was on our show last time?
Yes, is going to be here. I'm going to be with her. We're bringing in a physician and a psychologist and a minister.
Well, that sounds exciting to me. I'll have to keep it all together. We have to go, but I think there was one thing I wanted to say. Just call us or email us if you want to be a guest on our show, or if you want to be considered as guest. We want audience. Come and be in our audience. You'll have a fantastic time. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, see if we can let that be known. We might be able to have an audience with that. So I think it went. You like it?
I did it. I flew by the seat of my pants. It wasn't anything I put down.